What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Hey, before I start this video, I want y'all to stop what y'all are doing right now and go and purchase my new album, brand new album called what's it called? Audio Optics. Audio Optics is available on iTunes. It's available on all the digital platforms. And if you want physical copies, you can go to South Park Coalition site, southparkcoalitionsite.net, and you can order the physical copies. But it's already available on all the digital sites. So yeah, that's the PSA. Um, this question is always asked by people, whether they ask it to someone or whether they just wonder it to themselves. And that question is, how do I know who's really with me? How do I know who's really down with me for the long haul? I mean, well, that's an easy answer in one category. The way to know who's really down with you is to go back and look at who has been down with you. You got to go into the archives, you got to go into the history and determine who was with you back in the days, who was with you particularly in the toughest of times, in the hardest of times, in your lowest of times, those who struggled with you, those who was there for you when you struggled, even if they might not have been struggling. It might have been a friend, or it might have been somebody that you are or were in a relationship with, and are still in a relationship with, that proved their mettle by going through the storm with you. They didn't bail out on you when things got rough. They stayed through it. They could have easily flew the coop, but they didn't. And those are the type of people who should be rewarded. Those are the type of people who should be rewarded when you do get up. Because in this world where we have so many trust issues and so many issues, again, wondering who's really with us, a determined individual is not going to stay down forever. Even when they are down. See, it's been times where a determined individual, a motivated person was down, but they always knew that it wasn't going to be like that forever. See, some people are down and they just accept it. They just like, I don't have a clue how I'm going to get out of this. But there are others who like, okay, yeah, I know it's real bad right now. I'm in bad shape right now, but trust and believe it's not going to be like this. I'm going to work through it to get to where I need to be. And if there's somebody that's on your side, riding it out with you, figuring it out with you, working it out with you, when you get to that point, hey man, your natural instincts should kick in to know that that person will never want for anything. That person will never struggle as long as I'm in a position where I'm able to do for them. Because that's the true test. That's the test of any friendship, any relationship, any situation, is showing how you will react in the storm. Because a lot of people, look, man, a lot of people gonna be around you when it's good. A lot of people, it's like they can't wait to flock to you, but they'll slowly start peeling off when the resources start to taper. So you have to make sure that you make mental notes of all that. And if it's if in the female, if it's a guy, and he rode it out with you, and y'all built it back up together, or guys, if it's a female, and then the same thing applies. Reward that person. Make sure that they have all the things that they deserve, because they proved their loyalty to you. They proved their loyalty to you. Some of the most unsuspecting people that you would never think would burn out on you in a tough time. They'll do it. They'll do it, and you'll be shocked and you'll be high and dry, because you may have put all your eggs into that basket and not knowing that basket got a hole in it. So when you get that real one, you know, pay that back. Pay that back. And guess what? When I say pay it back, is I look at it as, yeah, you do owe them that debt. But the crazy part about it, people with that kind of heart and character, they not even looking at it like you owe them something. They riding with you because they roll with you. They got love for you. Hey, whatever gonna happen, to us, it's going to happen to us together. And that's really a hard thing to find in this day and time. You know, you really don't too much see that often because, you know, everybody is so caught up in self, and everybody is caught up in the preservation of self, as you should. But self doesn't always mean singular. Self is not always singular. Self means us, you know, as you say, us as a people. See, a people might be viewed as a singular thing that consists of many within that singular, under that singular category. So keep that in mind, man, and bless and look out for the ones that stuck by you and rolled with you when you didn't have nothing, man, and kept you going when you wanted to quit. All right, man. It's your big brother K-Rino. I will catch y'all later on. Peace and love.